All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge Podcast. Now, you could see the writing on the wall for the past several years, and the inevitable happened today as the National Football League announced that they are replacing the Pro Bowl with a week long series of skills competitions as well as flag football. Now, I've talked about this before, and I will continue to talk about this. The Pro Bowl has really lost its luster over the last 15 years for a variety of reasons. The biggest thing is that, players, they don't play as hard as they did once upon a time. And, you see that in the play, guys really aren't firing off of the line in regards to rushing the passer. Guys really are just running as hard as they possibly could. They're worried about getting injured, you name it. But at the end of the day, it just isn't working out. And, the product is suffering for that. We've also seen the NFL move the game out of Hawaii. And, when they did that, it was one of those things where to me, having the game in Hawaii was always a treat to the players, and some players at least did talk about that because they figure, hey, you know what, even on their own, you don't go to Hawaii that often, but being you can go anywhere in the continental US at any time if you really want to. It's a little obviously it's easier to do that than go to Hawaii. To me, I think that changed things a little bit. And I talked about this before. Having the skills competition to me gives the NFL the best opportunity to save face on this matter. And I talked about this where just have a skills competition. Let's see who the fastest player in the NFL is. Bring back the quarterback challenge as far as the quarterback's going through an array of drills, trying to see who's the most accurate, who can throw the football the furthest. Having the lineman challenge, seeing to see as far as seeing who the strongest lineman is in the NFL. You think back to what it was 20, maybe 25 years ago, with some of those competitions, and a guy like Larry Allen, the Hall of Fame guard for the Dallas Cowboys, how serious he took that competition, if you will. These are the things that the National Football League needs to do to showcase their players, and I think they are going to do that. So I think if the NFL does this right, and if they bring back the right events that people want to see, I really think they have an opportunity to come out of this smelling like a rose. With that said, it's still a shame that we're no longer going to see the game anymore. But at the end of the day, we really weren't getting a game because guys were not going out there giving it all. Gone are the days where you're going to see a Jack Lambert or a Dick Butkus, regardless if it's the Pro Bowl or not, they want to go out there and knock somebody's head off. Those days are gone in the National Football League. A lot of things have changed for a variety of reasons. So, with that said, the money that's at stake, guys are worried about getting hurt. And you know what? They're trying to protect themselves from injuries. So, for Roger Goodell and the NFLPA, obviously this was more Roger Goodell and the team owners, but I'm sure, Roger Goodell has talked to the Players Association in the past about playing hard and being competitive at the Pro Bowl. But nonetheless, I think this is a win-win for the current climate that is the NFL. I really think at this point to continue to have the Pro Bowl will be a waste of everybody's time, the players, the TV networks that televise it, and of course the fans, because it's a scenario where you're not getting the best from the best. Here, at least, I think players are going to be more into it. I think there's going to be more of a competitiveness from the players go out there because it's bragging rights. You're going to have guys that want to brag all off season long and say, you know what? I am the fastest guy in the NFL. You're going to have guys that want to go out there and brag and say, well, I'm the strongest guy in the NFL. You're going to have quarterbacks that want to go out there and talk about, brag about their arm, brag about how strong it is, how accurate it is, how much distance they can throw the football for. So this is an opportunity for the NFL to save face. And like I said, let's see what becomes of this. But the bottom line is something had to give with the Pro Bowl It's unfortunate that the game has gone away, but let's see how the NFL deals with their new skills competition. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take this time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it will be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out. Drop a line and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So, once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin. I'm signing off, saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.